Hey there, my name is Alana, and this spring I took an ECOMP 355 class, and this is my final reflection. So, ECOMP 355, what did I learn? Um, so that was our final question that we had to answer, and basically I think of it as, what didn't I learn? I was never really much of a tech person, so creating a blog, which you can see here on the right-hand side of the screen, was something that was very new for me. So what we were supposed to do for week one for our tech task was that we were supposed to customize our page. And over here you could see that I did my recent posts and I archived everything. I also added a Twitter update and the calendar of the things I did. And then over here I had my assignments, so I had them under categories. So here it was really easy to click on the tech tasks and see what I did. So now I'll just scroll to the bottom and sort of just go through what I learned week by week. So as you can see over here, our first thing that we were supposed to do was customize our space. So I put a Twitter feed, like I said. It was hard to choose a design because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted it to look every time I visited my blog, but then I decided on one that was something that could capture my personality. So I really like blue, as you can tell by my shirt, by my background, by my final reflection color card here. So I picked that, and I picked a flower because I'm really into gardening and just being outside. And then we were also supposed to create a video to introduce ourselves. So here was mine right here, first thing on my page, which I thought was handy. It was right off the bat. It was really new for me because I had never posted to YouTube directly, so that took a while to figure out, and it also took a while to upload. So that was sort of a good thing to get used to. As being a teacher, like if I wanted to upload videos, then I know it actually takes a while and not just uploads instantly. So that was just a minute-long video, and I think it took my computer 15 minutes to upload, which I don't know if that's normal, but I guess we'll find out later. So our week 2 tech task was to go onto Twitter and participate in an ed chat, and so that was also something new for me. I had never used a hashtag before. I barely ever used Twitter, so that was something new. So I went on to Twitter and I did an ed chat that basically talked about social media, which I thought was interesting because it was the first ed chat that I took a part of, and we were learning about social media in our class, obviously, since it's a technology class. And then we were supposed to find blogs. So I also found several blogs that had to do with gardening and teaching, and later on in a tech task we had to explore Google more, and on my iGoogle here, which I will talk about in just a couple minutes, I had it feed all to my Google Reader, which let me keep up to date with the new blog posts, because I found it hard to just get a bunch of emails and try to read them from there. So as you can see, I need to start doing some reading because apparently there's 34 there now and there was only 10 there yesterday. And then after that, so I'll go back to tech tasks. After that, we were supposed to do podcasts. And so one that I really liked for teaching was the TED Talks. It was really helpful for using it as an information guide and things like that. The next thing we were supposed to do was create a podcast. At that time, I was out at my lake planting a lot of trees, and so what I did was I called in instead of doing a video. So I called in and did it that way instead of having to do it on my computer. And I actually podcasted about Google because Google was our next tech task and I was running a little bit behind. So there's the exploring Google. The main thing that I did with Google was I created an iGoogle page, which is just your normal Google homepage. I'm just going to expand it a little bit which is just your normal Google homepage, but you can personalize it and customize it. So here's my school one. I have Google bookmarks, so there's the ECOMP 355 class right there. I had Ask a Word, I had my to-do list, so I'm working on this one right now. I have a Google Calendar, I have Google Reader, and then under my thing here, you can also create new tabs. So this is my home tab, so it just has the time and the weather, and it has my Gmail account. So that's super helpful. It can tell you whether or not you have new mail. And then this is just like normal Google, so you can search anything. So you can search YouTube, you can do basically whatever you like. And so the next thing that we were supposed to do was the finding truth. So I had never really gone onto the computer to look at debates or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool that we had to go and read something that, you know, might not sit well with us or something that were passionate about. So I just did a tech task about that. And then this was the assignment bank, which was really cool. Because it's good not only for us as adults, but we could use it in our classroom as well. There was lots of multimedia things on there, so I will definitely be using this in my class, in my grade 8 class in the fall, because it was really important to go in and, you know, learn how to use technology to our advantage. So I also really enjoyed that Dean put tools right on our ECOMP homepage here on our blog that we had. Where is it? So there was our blogging options for when we first created our blogs. Those were the ones that we chose from because those were the ones that he sort of knew and could help us out with. So Twitter, honestly, I never used Twitter before this class, and I like to use it now to just tweet about educational things and find articles and stuff like that way. And then the Google Reader, I have it on my home page, so that was really helpful. I suggest that everyone make an iGoogle page. And then I talked about email addresses, which usually happens in most of our classes about, you know, making sure that your email is professional. I've been using my work email for the past several years, so that's what I use. So apparently I'm at 8 minutes now, so this is only supposed to be 5. As you can tell, this class is very beneficial. I learned a lot, and it seems like my other classmates learned a lot too. Most of us were blogging or trying to blog every other day or every day. So yeah, so that's what I learned, and I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight into what this class was about and how important it is to introduce technology into the classroom and different ways that you can do so. Just one last thing, I wanted to show you this blog post here. It was a bunch of web tools that I found for teachers. So if you ever get a chance, go to my blog. It's alanadelorme.wordpress.com, and just check out some of the stuff that I put on there for teachers to utilize within the classrooms. Thanks for stopping by.